Control or the fear of losing control? Waking Up with Sharona talk show, a groundbreaking conversation for anyone's willing to expand the field of possibilities. Are you willing to be control? Asking how? Listen to this enthusiastic talk and you will know how to. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Waking Up with Sharona talk show. This is our seventh conversation. I see my loos joining us. This is our seventh conversation, and you are most welcome to join us and share your questions. We are today going to talk about control. Hi, Sue, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Erev Tov, I'm saying in Hebrew for the people that join us in Facebook. Every question that you have, we are ready to respond. So thank you for joining us. How are you? How was the past week ever since you were allowing yourself to be the inspiration for a greater reality? The last conversation, if I recall, sometimes, a week ago, and it was about, if I recall, 1 minute, it was reality or illusion? What is real? And I asked you, are you willing to be a greater illusion, if you remember the last time, okay? Because if everything is anyhow an illusion, why don't we use the illusion to our benefit? So we also talked about manipulation and allowing ourselves to be a greater inspiration. So who wants to share how was the past week? And every sharing is good, okay? Even if you didn't have such a good week, with this stupid Corona. So share with me, how is it going in Holland and how was the past week? Who wants to share? Yeah.
Yes, I'm sharing. After the call, there was so much more space. I've created a lot of customers for my bars class. I've created 4 dates now. And there is some movement in the request of the bars. So that is, how does it get any better than that?
And how does it go regarding your responding to the Corona and the quarantine or whatever that you have in Poland?
I'm following my own truth, my own lightness, and don't care about the outside.
Do you sense that you have lower resistance towards it?
Yeah. As of today or tomorrow, there's an evening clock. Do I say it right? And they the lockdown is now 2-3 weeks longer than they said, but I'm not following the news, so it's not in my reality.
Good.
Yeah.
Actually, what you notice is that when you are focusing on you being the truth and how to out-create this reality, okay, you actually, the reality that runs outside with all this insanity doesn't affect you, okay?
Yes.
Oh, good understanding.
1, 2, 3.
This I understood. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, thank you for sharing. Wendy, you can put yourself in mute. And that's your idea, okay, guys? And ladies, can you, where does it come? No, it wasn't from you. I thought it's from you, Wendy. I'm sorry. It's from Heavy that joined us, okay? So sorry. Can you unmute yourself and continue to talk?
Hi I muted myself, but I heard some screaming on the background. That's not from here.
Ah, okay. Thank you. Sorry for blaming
It's
you.
okay.
Thanks for joining us. Okay. So, have you noticed, the rest of you, that now when you are focusing on how to out-create this reality, this reality no longer affects you as it used to affect you in the past? Truth. Yeah? Good. Hedy, how are you? You have a beautiful picture. Can we speak with you?
I'm doing very well. I'm actually going out for a run, but I would love to join you with listening and like stopping when I can, when something is, that's okay.
Of course, it's okay. You can listen to us whenever it's convenient to you. We also have it on afterwards in YouTube and also in my new podcast in English. So you can join us also in podcast. So thank you for joining us. And today we are going to talk about control. Okay? Control, and actually, is it really control or fear of losing control? What do you sense? When you are trying to control your reality, your situation in the bank, your kids, is it really control or the fear of losing control? Truth. Who wants to be the brave one? Unmute yourself and talk with me.
I sense it's the fear of losing control.
Okay. And if you remember for the first conversation, we talked about fear. When you are activated from fear, okay, do you really gain the control that you want to gain? Do you really sense that when you are activated by fear of losing control, do you really think that you perceive the energy of control that you are so much desire to have? No. Okay? Okay, so just notice that whenever you are aiming to control, you are actually activated from the fear of losing control. And it doesn't matter what actualizing in your life, you all the time sense that you are losing control anyhow. Okay? And this is one of the most, how can I say, stupidity, one of the most stupid beliefs, point of view that we have, that we need to be in control, that we actually need to be in control, okay? Why do you think that you need to be in control? Why do you think that you need to be in control? Truth.
I think it was for a long time because I was not allowed to have a meaning of my own. And now I'm free and I want to stay free. such as that.
Do you think that now that you are in control, do you feel that you have control of your life now? Truth? So, so you see that it doesn't really matter if you have you're in a relationship that somebody takes control or you're now alone, you still don't have control. Okay, just
that's weird.
be aware for that for the first time in life that it doesn't really matter. Okay, when you are able to control, it means that your motivation is fear of control, and when you are activated by fear of control, you will never have control.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah. I'm woken up. Thank you.
human being and belonging to this race of human being, okay? And now, what else is possible, okay? So the activation of trying to be in control is doomed. And what I mean by saying doomed, it's doomed to failure. So whenever we are operating from the point of view that we need to be in control, we actually lost control. We actually lost control, okay? So if we ask ourselves, why do we need control? Why do we behave as if we need control? Ask yourself this question. Why do you really need control? Truth. Why do you really need to be in control?
If I may answer on that, there's an underlying belief coming from my dad, and that is that if he doesn't have control, or if I don't have control, we will lose. That's the thought that's arising. And in honesty, I think I have never really been out of control, or not consciously at least. So I need to admit that that's my safe space.
You have to be in control in order for not losing, to not lose, okay? And I want to ask you frankly, okay? I want to ask you, and I know it's not going to be easy for you, but honestly, don't you already feel that you lost anyhow? Do you feel that you have everything you want? Or you always walk with the sensation that it doesn't matter really what you do, you feel that you are losing?
Yeah, no, like now being more conscious, I can feel that I am actually outside of the main game, my life, and that I'm only entering when I have control, or when I think that I have control. So my challenge is to just let go and see what happens.
Whenever you will say challenge, my darling, it means you prefer the difficulty than the ease. You resist the ease. So the way to perceive more ease in your relationship with yourself, not only saying to yourself, okay, I'm willing to lose control, I'm willing to let it go. Very nice words to say out loud, okay? But when you have this point of view that if you will lose control, if you stop, holding it in place, you will lose, okay? It doesn't really matter what you do. And in the end, you look at your life and you say that you didn't have enough. You could have or you could have gained more. And before we continue in this conversation, you just need to face what you believe is your true story. As Malo in a second ago, she realized that it doesn't really matter if she was now in relationship or not in relationship. In both ways, she feels that she doesn't have control, okay? So whenever you have the point of view that you have to hold something, to control something in order to have it, otherwise you're going to lose it, you lost anyway. You lost anyway, okay? And why did you lose anyway? It's because when you hold something that you're already familiar with, you lost all the greater possibilities that could have been for you out there, okay? Does it make sense what I'm saying, Hedy?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Tears are shedding.
What?
I feel tears. I feel a little bit sad because it's truth, and it's like so confronting, but in a good way. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. I'm not going to let you to be sad for a long time, okay, darling? The only thing that is sometimes you just need to do, as you felt now in a second, in less than a second, you felt good with it. When you take out the lie to the light, the lies disappears. It's like you enter a very, very dark room and you switch the light on. Immediately there is no darkness. So what if there is no darkness? The only thing that is and exists is lack of light. And when you put your lies to the light, it dissolves by itself. You don't need to worry about it anymore, okay? So whenever, every value that you gave to hold control in place in order to feel safe, in order to feel that you didn't lose anything, in order to feel that you are free, which is not. That doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive much more greater freedom, greater life, and living, and so on. Are you now willing to destroy and uncreate?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good or bad, pocket code, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So the first part of our conversation is just to pay attention the habits or the foundations that doesn't allow us to see beyond them. Because when we are operated by control or the fear or of losing control, we are not present with what there is. We are always looking at what else, okay? Not what else is possible. We are always looking at something that we don't have. I hold this in control in order that at least I will have this, but in my mind, I already think what I don't have. And when we are following what we don't have, it's living a life of lack. And what if you are not lacking of anything? What if you are whole just the way you are? Just the way you are. And when you're operating from the sensation that you are whole, there's nothing that you can't perceive, know, be, and receive if you ask for it. So what if we don't really need control? What if we don't really need control? So everywhere you misidentify, misapply control as something which is necessity, is necessary for life and living in this reality, are you now willing to destroy and uncreate? Thank you. Right, wrong, good or bad, pocket pot, all nine shorts, boys, beyonds. And people that will join us and don't know the access language, no worries, okay? It's a universal language that operates by questions, okay? And the sentence that I'm saying in English really fast, like a diarrhea, it's actually a sentence that we use to outcreate your mind, to reset and restart it, okay? So just follow the energy and allow yourself to perceive it and see what it creates. If it creates more space, more ease, it means that it's your truth as well and it's worked, okay? So we don't really need to know why or how it worked. We just need to be in a space that we're allowing it to work for us. Tell me, darlings, how much in your life you're allowing life working for you? So what if I will tell you, okay, that trying to be in control actually means that you're not allowing yourself to receive energy and everything that you really want from the universe. And when you're not allowing yourself to receive it from the universe, you are actually depending only on you. And then you continue telling yourself the story that you are alone and you're lonely and you don't have a back to back you up. So what do you say? Are you willing to destroy and uncreate all the limitation, all the stories, all the true stories that you told yourself that actualize in your life? Feeling alone. Feeling alone. in order not to be out of control. Does it make sense what I'm saying, or you just sounds weird? What do you say? Hi, Vardit. Thanks for joining us from Israel. Hello. You can speak in English and I will translate. Do you understand what I'm saying in English? Yes? Good. You talk to yourself because you are muted, Vardit. If you want to say something, you have to unmute yourself.
My mother is from Holland, so I can understand also Dutch. So
good. I don't understand Dutch. I forgot this is about you.
It's English is nothing. It's no problem for me.
Good. So I want you to introduce you to Vardit. She's an inspiration to me. She's such an amazing and brave woman, okay? That gave me an inspiration that it doesn't really matter what age you are. When you choose to be a difference, when you choose to be a change, the change works, right?
Right.
So you are an amazing, amazing woman, and thank you for joining us from Israel. And of course, you can ask any question, and I'm here for you. You can also ask it in English, so in Hebrew, so it's okay.
It's okay.
So I was asking about control, and what if we don't really need control? So tell me, Vardit, what is the value that you have holding control in your life, having control in your life? What's the value that you think that you gain from being in control?
I thought like that, but it's no more because I had all the lesson from you and so many years already. And I think it's okay. I don't have any control anymore. I'm just like flying away around. No control.
So you are ready for the next step.
Right.
Okay. So the next step, okay, is allowing yourself to be controlled. Okay. This is actually what I really wanted to talk with you about in this conversation. You know, we always rise up with the awareness to perceive more. Okay. So when I'm telling you, Vardit, what does it mean to you to be controlled? Does it create more space for you, or does it shrink you to be controlled?
It's a bit shrinking.
Okay. So thank you for sharing that. So it's an amazing thing that you don't allow control to control your life. But if you really want to be control, and I will explain in a minute what does it mean to be control, okay? When you're not willing to be control, you somehow sense that everybody around you try to control you.
Sometimes,
okay? So even if it still exists in your reality, it means that you're not really ready to be controlled. It means that you still have some resistance, okay, to the word control. So as you are joining me in every conversation in Hebrew as well. So it was already 25 conversation in Hebrew, and this is the 7th in English. So you already know me even in the past, that what we are not willing to be, we will never have, okay? So what we are going to do now with all of you, you can put yourself back on mute, is actually destroying and uncreating everything, every definition that we have about control that doesn't allow us to be controlled, okay? So, and it's not, the reason I picked this topic to this conversation is because control was an issue in my life. And I thought that this issue is no longer existing in my life until the corona came, and we have a very controlling prime minister, and the behavior and his decision is not really coming from. Okay? So, and his action doesn't really come from, or choices doesn't really come from to the benefit of the people. I found myself, activating the resistance to control. Okay. So in the first quarantine, I had a mission, I gave 35 lives, 450 people joined my workshop, and I gave myself as a contribution to eliminate fear, okay? So I was very in the doing, it wasn't into proving, but I felt like I have to do something against the control, okay? But then I realized at the second quarantine that whenever I need to do something against something, I am one of the people that created it. Because as long as we're resisting something, we are part of the people that created it. So the second quarantine, I was less, how can I say, aggressive against the feelings of control. And then came the third quarantine that was supposed to be ending last week and still continue in Israel, okay? And I'm not saying that quarantine is good or bad. I'm just saying that when they don't give people hope, and in Israel, people not getting paid or anything in order to maintain this month with dignity. So a lot of people are really, a lot of people kill themselves and feel bad and depressed, okay? So when you don't give people hope, no quarantine will help against the corona. This is my point of view, okay? You have to rise the energy of the people to make them stronger and vaccinated, not from vaccine, from the point of view that they are powerful enough to overcome, to outcreate corona. This is only my point of view. But then I realized that whenever I do something about it, the resistance to the control is still in me. So that's why I chose to talk about it today. And today I finished the 4th day of foundation, my 43rd or 44th class that I'm facilitating. I don't remember the numbers anymore. And it shocked me, the understanding, or not understanding, the perceiving that it still affects me in such a way that it's activating my, how can I say it? Righteousness, be right, that you have to be right and everybody has to have you right on your side. And if they are not on your side, it means that they don't love you, okay? Okay? And when they don't love you, okay, you are alone. And it shocked me this morning to realize that I still have this, some stupid stories in my mind. Still, it's activated in my mind. So you're not the only stupid in this conversation. I am the head of the stupidest, okay? And that's why I'm really happy about our conversation, because the whole idea is allowing ourselves to be it, okay? So what the processes that I've done with the people today really helped me to stop looking at life as you have the people that afraid from corona and the people that out-create corona. It's a separation that we separate ourselves, okay? Because fear is not real, it's only a story. So what we are going to do now is some processes in order to sense control in a different way. Because when we are resisting being control, okay, we are separate. When we are resisting that people will control us, okay, we resist being controlled. When the resistance is still there, it activated in our life even more because we already chose to live an aware life. So when we chose to live an aware life, we are much more sensitive than the rest. And what really happened, and this is what I realized today, what really happened is when we separate ourselves from the stupid, okay? When we separate ourselves from the people that believe that Corona is real, okay? Actually, we resist them, and then we perceive their energy in our body even stronger. And we are so stupid to believe that what we sense in our body is ours, instead of asking, who does that belong to? So actually, because we chose awareness as a way of living, we are much more sensitive to the stupidity of others, okay? And tell me honestly, how many of you in the last few months didn't really feel good in your body? How many of you gain weight? How many of you gain the feeling that, something is stuck in your body? Okay? So what if the stuckness that created diseases and getting fat and heavy is awareness that we perceived of others, and while we resist being controlled, we believe it is ours, and we take it on our body without even noticing. Okay? So I want to ask you a question. Truth, are you a healer? Truth, are you a healer? Yes or no? And frankly, the minute you realize that each and every one of us is also a healer, you will realize that what we are doing, okay? That's why sometimes when you go into life of awareness, you start to feel even worse. Okay? You pay so much money for classes of awareness, but you feel in your body worse. What if it's not the wrongness of you? What if it only means that your sensors, okay, your reception, your receptors are only more open? That's why you are more sensitive to the energies of others. I remember I'm now more than 6 years following the path of access consciousness, okay? And in the first year of me practicing body processes and question of access, my problem in my body gotten worse until the situation that I really wanted to die. I couldn't allow the pain to exist anymore in my body. I couldn't live like that anymore, okay? And now I realize that it's not because of access consciousness processes, okay? They are not to blame. It's my choice to be more aware, okay? So how do you switch it? Switch the energy, switch the point of view to a place that you are not going anymore to be affected by the point of view of others. Because the funny thing is, the more you gain more awareness, the more you become more sensitive to other people points of view, even without them saying it out loud. Interesting, huh? So how we gain this control? By allowing ourselves to be controlled. Okay? And as you remember, Vardit, when I ask you, how is it to be controlled, you sense that it's a little bit shrinking you. Okay? So every definition that you have about control, okay, that doesn't allow you to receive much more control, in your life are you now willing to destroy and create? Thank you. Right, wrong, good or bad, pocket and forth, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. And I want you to close your eyes for a second. Okay, close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath and tell me, where does this hit you in your body when you're thinking about somebody that wants to control you? Where does it hit you in your body?
My hands.
Where is it?
In my hands.
Your hands. In your hands. Okay. Everybody notice that it hits you in your body? When it hits you in the body, it means that you have already these judgments locked down in your body. And when they lock down in your body, they are actually in control. Okay? They are actually in control. Okay? So let's do a process with it. Okay? And it's called the process of allowance. Okay? Something that I created. Let's follow it and see how it works for you. Just listen to my voice. Close your eyes. Focus on the area that you felt contracted when I told you where does it hit you in your body. Okay? And now, first, what you're going to do is ask the allowance of your body to allow it more to receive this information, even if it hurts. Allow your body to receive it more and 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 more. And expand the allowance of your body to receive more and more and more outside your body, 100 million kilometers to all directions simultaneously. More and more and more and more, and breathe. And now we go back to the awareness that was stuck in your area. For me, it's in my heart, okay? For you, Vardit, it's in your hand. And we are going to ask this awareness to expand even more, even if it kills us, more, to expand it more and more and more outside your body, outside your room, outside your country, outside the universe. Expand the awareness more and more and more and more, even if it hurts. And take a deep breath. And now the third request and last one. Let's ask the allowance of your body to synchronize with your new awareness. So let's expand the awareness of your body to receive more and more and more and more until it synchronizes with your new awareness, even more and more and more and more, and breathe. And now, please share with me, what do you sense in the area which we expanded? What do you sense in your hands? What do you sense in the other parts of your body that you felt that you've been contracted? Truth. Who wants to share? What do you sense in these areas now?
Oh yeah, I felt it between my shoulder blades, and then it gave me more space and it went away.
It went away. Amazing. I want you to capture this moment for a little bit, okay? I want you to close your eyes now, Malu. Close your eyes. Sense this energy of it's going away. It's gone forever. Go deep to this energy. And I want you to ask you, truth, do you sense now that you are controlled?
Yes.
So what kind of sensation do you sense now when you allow yourself to be controlled?
I have to smile about that.
So actually, do you think that you need to put an effort to be in control?
Yeah, that's fun.
So you don't need to put any more effort into it. Because when you try to prove yourself that you are in control, it actually means that you don't think that you are in control. Okay? So I want you to sense the energy of control. So take the energy that you sense now in your body and expand it even more outside the universe, outside to all directions simultaneously, and allow yourself to expand beyond the universe until you sense that the universe is inside of you. And breathe it. And say it with me, I am control. I am control. I am
control. I am control. I am control.
When you say
that feels good.
Feels good, huh? Did you need to put it?
I read. Yeah, sorry, I read about those 5. So I am control, I am awareness, and so on. So you can do with all the 5 items that.
But don't tell everybody here because they didn't choose to take the How to Become Money workshop. This is the magic that's been given over there. But yes, you can use the whole 5. But I want to ask you another question. Did you feel that you need to put an effort? You needed to work to feel this control, or it's just a choice to be controlled?
Yeah, just a choice.
Just a choice. So, what do you think? The rest of your life, will you choose to be controlled?
Oh, yeah.
So, please, whenever you sense that you lose control, please ask yourself, would an infinite being choose that? Would an infinite being choose that? Do you think that do you think that an infinite being will choose to lose control?
No.
So why are you? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for choosing to embrace yourself and be great. Thank you. Thank you for joining every. It's the 7th week. Amazing. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you too.
Somebody else wants to share what's going on in your body right now? Is it you need to put an effort to be controlled, or it's effortless? Share with me what you sense in your body. Every response is good with me. Who wants to share?
Yes. Oh. There's still something.
I know. You know that I wanted to say, Wendy, now is your turn, but I want you to ask. So whenever you have a still something in it, it means that you are not the one who's letting it go. So what is it? What value do you hold, believing that holding control will gift you, which will not? What value?
To know how things work.
To know. But actually, what you really mean, my darling, is to understand.
Yeah, understand.
Understand. Yes. Okay? So it's okay if you want to continue to stay pathetic. Okay? Understand. What if your body already knows? Tell me truth. Okay? In your body now, you have more space, less space, or the same? Truth.
Yes, you're right. You're sensitive in the right way. My body is more space, but there's
because your body, listen to me, is connected to 99.999999999 energy of consciousness.
Yes.
It knows so fast. It's called the speed of space. Your mind activated with the speed of light. And until access, you thought that the speed of light is faster. But your body tells you that the speed of space is much faster.
Mhm.
So you now, my darling, stop slow yourself with your stupid mind.
Yes.
So is it still a value to understand, or the knowing that whenever you need something, you just need to ask?
Yes.
You
The knowing.
receive awareness. So what if the only thing that we need to have control on is the asking part, the request, the demand? That's the only place you need to put your focus on. And it will gift you the whole control that you want in life.
Yes. I'm aware of it, but
When you say but, when you say but, okay, it's not your ass, but when you say but, okay, it actually means that you don't allow yourself to perceive, nor be, and receive the speed of space. I'm going to ask you something, my darling. What's the worst case scenario in your life that will happen if you allow yourself to follow the speed of space? Truth.
nothing.
Oh, this is your mind answering. Close your eyes. What's the worst case scenario that will happen to you if you allow yourself to follow the speed of space?
Then I'm broke. I've got no house. I'm dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it truth?
No.
When you follow your excitement and you're enthusiastic, see what happened to you, because I met you with, you had a depression, right? You had some kind of, down, okay? Whenever you follow the energy of enthusiastic, what happens in your life? You gain more or less?
More.
Okay?
Much
So
more.
just pay attention to your truth, okay? And allow yourself now to be broke. So all of you now are going to say, I'm willing to be broke. I am willing
to be broke.
to lose control. I am willing to be broke. I am willing to lose control.
I'm willing to be broke. I'm willing to lose control. I'm willing to be broke. I'm willing to lose control. I'm willing to be broke.
Thank you. All the CQ implants, all the schematics, all the trifle sequencing, all the holographic futation creating this will you now from all the lifetime, generation, and time and dimensions, okay? Everything you hold backwards and slowed yourself in order to survive, but never to gain more and more and more and more control of your life, okay? Are you now willing to destroy and create? Yes or no? It's now time to revoke, recant, decline, renounce, destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pocket fault, all night shots, voice, beyond 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11, 5, 9, 11. Take a deep breath and say it again. I'm willing to be broke. I'm willing to lose control.
I'm willing to be broke. I'm willing to lose control. I'm willing to be broke. Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
So what if you allow yourself to be control? Yeah. Because being control is the speed of space. Because when you ask, you receive. That's the way it works. It never actualized the way you thought it would. It never actualized the way you visualized it. It will always be greater. So when you are in control of your request, demand, and ask, you will get everything you want in life.
Now, does it get any better?
Okay? So everywhere you slowed yourself with the speed of light and didn't allow yourself to perceive, no, be and receive the speed of space where you are controlled, because every time you ask, you receive. Every time. Every time. Every choice creates. Every choice creates. Every choice creates. So from now on, only choices that will create more.
Yes.
Say, I am control. I am control.
I am control. I am control.
I'm willing to be more control.
And I'm willing to be more control. I am control.
How does it sound?
Yes, much stronger, much more be. Yeah, thank you.
Amazing you. Thank you very much for allowing yourself to expose yourself, to be vulnerable and to show your vulnerability, because this is the way to inspire yourself and others to heal. And I don't care that at the moment we have something like 10 people here, because afterwards people will listen to that and you will continue to be an inspiration to others. So I want to use this time that left to be really thankful for you, Wendy, that every week you allow our invitation to be greater. I'm still blocked in Facebook, so everywhere you put it, it's a great help, okay? So thank you for allowing us together to be a greater inspiration for others. Thank you very much. And I want to announce here that Wendy chose, and we chose together, to be a host, to host together a foundation class in English, okay? On March, I think the 4th, 5th, the 5th of March, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in Zoom. And if you already participated, it's okay. The second time is never the same, okay? And even though English is not your main language, sometimes to hear the clearances in English, okay, in different language, helps even more to outcreate your mind. So if you know about people that it could help them as well, please share this information. And I'm really grateful for you, Wendy.
Yes, thank you.
Choosing to host it with me.
Thank you. I'm so grateful for you, my darling.
Thank you. So tell me, everybody, unmute yourself. Ingrid, you wanted to share before. What's the sensation in your body? More space, less space, or the same?
Much more space from the moment you said to be control.
So are you now willing to be controlled?
Definitely, yeah.
Speed of space?
Yeah.
Amazing you, thank you. And Ingrid already participated in my foundation in London last year. Yeah. And I think that she can share how great change she experienced from then, right?
Oh, I'm nothing like what I was then. I can't imagine myself anymore like how I was then. No, so much.
I'm so grateful for it because, honey, darling, it's shown on your face. Your energy is so different than the energy that I met you back in Holland and then in London. So thank you, thank you, thank you for choosing to be greater and embrace yourself. Thank you.
We did it together.
Yeah, but you chose to be vulnerable and to receive it. So thank you very much. Thank you. Bardit, Hedy, Malo, how do you feel in your body right now? What's your sensation in your body?
Space, space, space.
Space, space, space. And you see, when you allow yourself to be the speed of space, age and time don't activate you anymore. And also control. Okay?
I'm going to be 72 on the 30th of January.
Wow! Mazel tov in Hebrew we say. Thank you for choosing to actualize in this lifetime. You are a great inspiration. Thank you very much. Thank you. Malo, Hedy, are you with us? What's the
Yes,
sensation
I
in your
am. It feels much lighter.
Amazing, you.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
I hope I contributed to your run to being
Absolutely.
amazing, you. Thanks for joining us.
I feel so light. I have now seen. I want to go out for a little run.
Amazing. I don't sense that I want to go to a little run now, but go ahead and enjoy.
But I couldn't run for 2 years because of the domestic violence, and and now I can again. I have did a lot of work on my knee, and so yeah, I want to go out and run.
How does it
That's so cool.
I do that when we
how does
finish.
it get any better than that? Okay, just
Yeah.
lose the word work. Go and play with this. Okay, play lighter.
Play. It's not a workout, but a play out.
Play out. Okay. So thank you for joining me in playing with me at the heavenly field of consciousness. Thank you for allowing yourself to wake up. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your vulnerability. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to see you next week, Wednesday, Israel time, 8 o'clock. And I hope that you will share it with your friends and allow more people to receive all these unique conversations, to allow yourself to receive much more in life. How does it get any better than that? Okay. So Wendy will share, I will send her a link to the YouTube playlist I created and to the podcast that I created, and to share it with you on WhatsApp. And if it's possible for you to share it with your friends, I will really appreciate it.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So thank you, amazing woman. Thank you very much, and see you next.
How does it get any better than that? Did you like the talk? You are more than invited to listen to past talks and receive information about all the upcoming classes that will allow you to receive much more and beyond. What if everything is possible? What would you choose now? Thank you and hope to see you live soon. Bye-bye.